easy go.
Hey, what's up everybody out there? Welcome back to the channel, guys. CHILLSCISSORS here, and today we have been challenged by no other than War Train Wins. If you're not versed with this channel, he does pickups, unboxings, he does let's plays, he just does it all video games. So if you haven't done so already, go show him some love. But back to this challenge. He challenged me and several other channels to this, where I have to choose 3 games over $25 that I would part with, and 3 games over $25 that I would definitely not let go. So once I got into this, I was actually undermining I was like, you know, this is gonna be a breeze. I can definitely look through my collection and come up with those, you know, lickety split, and then come out there and let you guys know. But once I actually got looking through my collection, this was really hard. So thank you for the challenge, War Train. This is going to be incredibly difficult. There's definitely more that I would that I could afford to live without, and definitely more ones that, like you said, over my dead body, I definitely would not let these go for any amount of money. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is going to be the first portion of the challenge. 3 games that I could definitely afford to lose over $25 in my collection. So this first one, unfortunately, is going to be a Nintendo Switch title. This is going to be Sega Genesis Collections for the Nintendo Switch. So this particular game, it's not bad, but I definitely could afford to live without it in my collection. It is one of my least played games for the Nintendo Switch. I typically tend to stick with really renowned, you know, games that I'm definitely gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of. You know, your mainstream, your Zelda Breath of the Wild, your Mario's Odyssey, your Luigi's Mansion. So with titles like that, it's hard to keep this one on my shelf for the Nintendo Switch. Is it a good game? It absolutely is. It has you know, over 50 games. It takes you right back to the Sega generation. It's ported over quite well. It's got a game room simulator, but if I'm being honest, if it's in the mix with my other Nintendo Switch games, this one would probably be the first one on the chopping block. So I definitely wouldn't, I would definitely part with this particular one in my Switch collection. Like I said, this is so hard, guys, because you work so hard to make money to be able to go out and do these things. So whenever you're actually you know, debating on what you would actually sell and what you would actually keep near and dear, it is incredibly a lot harder than you would originally think. This next game would be F-Zero GP Legend. This is a factory sealed copy, so it would definitely be over the $25 threshold. But I think a lot of the F-Zero fans out there have a nostalgia trip going on for it, and that's completely fine. However, I never had the opportunity to play this on the Nintendo GameCube. I am sure if I did, then I would have a different take on this particular one. But F-Zero's never really been one that I've went out of my way for. Again, nothing against the game itself, just I'm just not a big fan of the F-Zero series. I love racing games, and I love futuristic, you know, cars and things, spaceships and stuff like that. So it really makes no sense for me to not like it as much as I do. It's not that I don't like it, I just would be willing to part with it. So factory sealed copy of F-Zero, I definitely would probably part with this one. For the Game Boy Advance. This next one I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for, because the fan base for this particular game is pretty strong, and ones that like it love it, and ones that don't really like it really don't like it. But this is going to be Beautiful Joe for the Nintendo GameCube. Again, I didn't play this one as a kid. A buddy of mine growing up did have this game. I never had an opportunity to play it, but whenever I actually gave it an honest go and tried to replay it, playthrough, I just found the controls to be lackluster and very difficult to manage. It was very difficult to keep up with the story. I don't know if this game is really known for having a compelling story, but it just wasn't working for me with the story. It didn't give me much more to go back for and want to chew on some more. But I did play through quite a bit of it. I eventually just put it down and didn't go back. I do enjoy the game. It's just, it didn't touch me, it didn't draw me in the way I look for Nintendo GameCubes to do, because that's typically the reaction I get from a Nintendo GameCube game is the nostalgia trip. It just takes me right back. I can remember playing it, as a kid, because I played a lot of the games growing up, but not this particular one. So I'll probably part with this one if I absolutely had to. So yeah, those are my 3 games I could definitely afford to part with over the $25 threshold. Now on to the 3 games over the $25 range that I definitely would not part with. A lot of these games that I have in my collection that are extremely hard to find and so expensive, you can't just go out and pick up on any other Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So if you come across them at all, it is so difficult unless you have a tip off from somebody that says, hey, we got this in, I know you've been looking for it for a really long time. But one of the first games, or the first game that I definitely would not part with because of its price, nostalgia for both, and the rarity, I have a complete copy of the Metroid Prime Zelda Wind Waker combo pack. So this particular game has sold for anywhere between $300 and $500, obviously over the $25 threshold, but this game is so difficult to come across. I got so lucky and got it for $50, complete. Of course, it comes with one of my all-time favorite games, period, Metroid Prime, and then ditto for Wind Waker. So whenever they came out with a dual pack, and you believe this is 2 for 1 of a nostalgia roller coaster of a game. So over my dead body would I be selling or getting rid of this particular copy. You can find Wind Waker, you can find Metroid, and you can find them individual, but finding this particular variant is going to be a super hard feat unless you want to pay retail from an eBay seller, which, man, I just can't see myself paying that much for it. But it's in my collection, so I definitely wouldn't be getting rid of it. So on from there, we have a extremely rare original Xbox game. I know, right? Normally, you don't think of rare or hard to find from original Xbox whenever you think of that particular console or generation, but this one is, and I definitely would not part with this one because it was so hard to find. And again, I paid $50 for this one, so I got it for a great deal. This is a Jurassic Park Operation Origins, or Genesis, my bad, for the original Xbox. But this particular one, I found complete in box. I got it in a jewel case. I need to buy more of these, to be honest, for some of the extremely rare titles that I have in my collection. Especially for that last Metroid Prime combo pack. But inside, I got it complete in box. Operation Genesis for the original Xbox. This particular one ranges on average, between $75 and $150. But I've been looking for this game for so long, and I came across it in a retail store and got it for a great price that I definitely could sleep at night knowing that I had in my collection and it didn't break my bank before. So I do not want to go on the hunt for this one again, because I don't know if I'd ever come across it for that price in the wild again. So definitely wouldn't part with this one. Love the game. It's a great game. It is a Jurassic Park simulator where you build your own theme park, build your own attractions, you adjust the prices, you draw out the safety precautions. Dinosaurs can break out of their containment area and wreak havoc. It can completely go sideways really quick if you're not paying attention. But yeah, happy to have that one in the collection. So this next one I actually got quite a while ago, but again, I've been a not only original Xbox fan and collector for a generation, but whenever I came across this one, complete in box and sealed, then I just could not believe it whenever I opened it up, because I originally purchased it not knowing if it was in there. I just was after the box. This is Halo triple pack for the original Xbox. So this particular copy comes with Halo 1, 2, and the multiplayer pack, and I purchased it on the limb from the seller and got such a great deal on it. And I got home and I took it out of the bag. Super excited to actually add this, and it is in pristine condition. It is just gorgeously preserved. But once I got home and was just anticipating, to open it up and see Halo 1, 2, and triple pack, then I soon realized that these were complete sealed copies. So not only was it complete in box, but it was actually all three factory sealed copies of 1, 2, and the triple pack. Again, sealed. Got the Xbox seal on there, as well as a shrink wrap. But man, just to have this in my collection as a massive Halo fan, not only boxed but sealed, you can't find this stuff. This is like once in a lifetime style finds. And Halo really didn't come out for the original Xbox with a big box set. It had Halo 2 had the Steelbook limited collector's edition, but nothing like this. And people bought this and really already own, or people that were in the market for Halo stuff really wasn't interested in buying this, because they probably already bought Halo 1 and 2 and could buy the triple pack for much less than, or buy the individual multiplayer pack, than they could buy the whole set. So they had no need to buy this. So they're very rare. There's not too many of them out there. But once again, happy to have that one into the collection and complete my Halo collection there. That was one of the last ones with the variants that I did not have. So again, happy to have that one in there. So what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with any of these? I know I'm probably going to get some flack or some actual agreeances there, but Wartrain, you really challenged me here, put me on the spot, because just like with you, I actually undermined it and started looking at my collection, was like, this is really hard. Not only because typically you would want to sell something that you particularly don't want. I want to keep these games and they earn their place in my game room, but if I absolutely had to and they were over that dollar amount, those are the ones that are in my collection currently that I would afford to get rid of, because I don't like to collect a lot of shuffleware. So whenever I'm looking at my games, I know that they're quality. But that's the video, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next video. Until next time, peace.
Mega Man!